So I think one of the hardest things about dating a narcissist is that when they shame spiral, it's often around a topic that might also be triggering for you as the person dating them. If you are always taking care of their emotions or dancing around their shame, you never get taken care of. I think over time it really starts to hurt and starts to build. And that's where things have gotten with me and Kira. We've been together about 2 years. And I had a really cool moment last night where I was able to show up for her. And I'm excited to talk about it. So, sex has always been something really, really emotional for me. And what I'm learning now is that sex was a part of my supply that made me feel wanted. And my need for sex would get stirred up even more if for some reason I felt a little bit insecure in myself or insecure in the person I was with. But that's exhausting for a partner. Like, yeah, sex sounds fun, but if your partner's wanting it every single day, it can be really exhausting. And so that actually has furthered my shame on my sex because with my ex-wife, I was always in that feeling of wanting it. And I think eventually she was like, I think you want it for you, not for me. And I was like not attuned to her. I was just so stuck in myself. And she started to feel really resentful. And so she really wanted to shut down sex. And eventually her body was like, no, do not touch me. And I was like, oh, she doesn't love me, which made it like even worse. And um, I don't know why I went there. Let's back up to the story and I'll just tell you what happened. So basically, leading up to wanting to have sex, I'd made Kira not feel super attractive through something that I had done. And as she started to describe what she was feeling, I felt so much shame, like the shame of not being enough, and my shame of sexual shame started being triggered. And I noticed myself just getting shut down. It felt like she was like putting big bags of sand on me and just like burying me because I was just shutting down. And I was trying to stay with it and like I was really trying to focus on her, but I keep like shutting down more and more and more. The more she keeps talking, the more she keeps like describing it. Maybe 10 minutes of her experience, telling me her experience, and I'm just like, go, 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 go. And I was there and I started to get so mad at myself. I'm like, fuck. All these people on the internet are telling me you can't recover from narcissism. That's not true. And I'm starting to be like, maybe I can't recover. Like, I feel like I've worked on this sexual shame so much. And, um, I've done psychedelic journeys and it's helped so much. And I've seen improvements in a ton of areas. But like in this moment, I can't show up for her right now. And I was getting so pissed about it because it's happened a lot in our past. So I'm kind of in this like spot and she pauses. She can tell I'm not quite listening. She's like, what's going on? And I'm just like, she took a big breath and I was like, I am feeling a lot of sexual shame right now. And I'm just really sorry. I really want to show up for you right now, but I'm getting hit with that. And she's like, it's okay. Yeah. Um, I know. And then she just described what she was feeling and my heart felt really open to her. Like because I had brought up the shame, all of a sudden the shame was no longer blocking my heart. And as she started to describe her experience again, my heart just like started to open up and I felt like, oh, I really want to help her. And it was like all the bags ran out of sand and I got up and I was just like there for her. I sat up in the bed and I was like, oh my gosh, baby, tell me about that. Oh, how does that make you? And my heart was open and I was just there for her. And it was really cool because she has a lot of sexual trauma from her childhood and she just needed like absolute help. And I felt super good because I was able to be there for her. I've made so many mistakes on this journey of being a fucking human. And I feel really bad for him. Like, I can't imagine someone pressuring you so much for sex and then making you feel like it wasn't even about you. And I can't imagine someone who's supposed to be your partner but can't show up for you in those like really important times. It would be like super hard. And I guess I just feel good that I'm finally able to do some like normal human shit and be there for somebody. And to anyone who's a narcissist and is trying to heal, it's interesting. Like that stuff might sound gross to someone on the outside, maybe not. Um, but honestly, it's just like so beautiful. Narcissists who haven't yet like opened the heart, I just am kind of excited for them because I want them to experience that of life before and life after. Um, so that's my story.